जय श्री कृष्णा मैम।
जय श्री कृष्ण मैम।
Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. Good evening.
जय श्री कृष्ण मैम। गुड इवनिंग मैम।
श्री
Yes.
जय श्री कृष्ण मैम।
Jai Shri Krishna. Good evening.
गुड इवनिंग मैम।
गुड इवनिंग मैम। जय श्री कृष्णा मैम।
Yes. Let's begin with the prayer. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanan Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. नमोस्तुते व्यास विशाल बुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्र नेत्र येन त्वया भारत तैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः. जय श्री कृष्ण.
जय श्री कृष्णा मैम।
Yes, so yesterday we saw till day 9 of Kurukshetra war. Did you understand the story? What happened on each of the day of the Kurukshetra war?
यस मैम।
Yes, today we will see from day 10. So what happened? Day 10 arrived and Drishtadyumna was the Senapati, the chief commander of Pandavas, while Bhishma Pitamaha was the commander of Kauravas. And yesterday we saw on the day 9th, Duryodhan got angry on Bhishma Pitamaha and he said, "You're not using your full power. I don't want these Pandavas to win this battle. Do anything. I don't know if you follow the path of Adharma also, that will also work. But I want only one result. That is, Kauravas should win this war. Pandavas should."
मैम योर वॉइस इज ब्रेकिंग।
Bhishma Pitama, with his full power, came on the battle and he started attacking Arjun. At this moment, Arjun, he got
Ma'am, your voice is completely breaking. We can't hear you.
Am I audible?
Yeah, now you're audible.
Yes. And is the screen visible?
Yes.
Can you read it?
Yeah, Bhishma defeated and falls. Time of great sadness.
Is Bhishma Pitama on the 10th day came on the battlefield with full power. And on the other hand, Arjun was worried because he didn't want to kill Bhishma Pitamaha. So what did he do? He got Shikhandi as a shield in front of him. And Shikhandi was Devi Amba in his previous birth. That's why Bhishma Pitama had taken the vow that if Devi Amba comes in any form in front of me, I will put my weapons down. I will surrender myself. And this trick, this secret was known by Sri Krishna. That's why he told Arjun to bring Shikhandi in front of Bhishma Pitama. Then only he'll surrender and he'll put his weapons down. And using Shikhandi as the shield, Arjuna tried to attack on Bhishma Pitama, and then Bhishma Pitama rests on bed of arrows. As you see, Bhishma Pitama is lying down. Arjuna is sitting near, and Shri Krishna is present backside of Arjuna. And Bhishma Pitama fall on the bed of arrows. He didn't die, but he was like defeated. Now he cannot stand and he cannot fight against Arjun. This was day 10. And because Bhishma Pitamaha is grandfather of both Pandavas and Kauravas, it was a time of great sadness in both the teams, in both the armies. Everyone was feeling very sad for Bhishma Pitama because everyone knew he had got the boon that if he wishes to die, then only he will die. No one can kill him. In this way, day 10th was passed away. Next, we will see what happened on day 11. Now, the Kauravas were feeling, we lost Bhishma Pitamaha. Now, maybe this Pandavas can win this war. Now, without Bhishma Pitamaha, we have to attack Arjuna and other Pandavas with more power. Then what happened? On the day 11th, Dronacharya was made as the commander because till day 10th, Bhishma Pitama was the commander of Kauravas. Now, Bhishma Pitama is lying on the bed of arrows. That's why Dronacharya was made as commander of the Kauravas. And he said Ashwathama and Shakuni to take charge and to attack the Pandavas. And on the day 11th, during the daytime also the war was being fought, and in the night also Ashwathama and Shakuni were attacking on the Pandavas. Many warriors lost their lives, and day 11 also passed away. Then day 12. Susharma traps Arjun. And Susharma actually fought from the day 12 and he also fought in the night also. So day and night the war was going on. Also, Dronacharya made some formations, Chakravyuha and Sarvato Bhadra. These were the formations of the soldiers in which everybody was trapped. The Pandavas were attacked from all the sides. And attack on him. In this way, many top level warriors were killed on day 12 also. Then day 13. It was a very tragedy for the Pandavas. Arjun and Shri Krishna went to fight against the Trigarta army, which was far from Kurukshetra. And all other 4 Pandavas were taking the charge and they were fighting in the war. But at that time, Abhimanyu, the son of Arjun, he said, Dronacharya is using Chakravyuha and I know how to go inside the Chakravyuha. The 4 Pandavas, no Abhimanyu, you are only a... The Pandavas said to Arjun, to Abhimanyu, no Abhimanyu, you are only a 16-year-old boy. We cannot let you go alone. And there are 6-7 warriors present inside the Chakravyuha. Chakravyuha is a formation of soldiers in which a different level of
Ma'am,
Ma'am, you have to tell the whole thing again and again. We cannot hear you properly at all. Ma'am, we are not able to hear you at all.
Now, am I audible?
Yeah, now you are audible, but in between you are breaking a lot, and also you are getting stuck. You're getting frozen. You're
Okay, I'm
frozen.
facing network issues since 1 week right now. Okay, no problem. So we'll tell again what happened on day 12. So
Thank
day
you.
12, Dronacharya asked Susharma to trap Arjun so that he could not um, he will not able to fight against the Kauravas and he will be engaged fighting with the soldiers of the Kauravas. And Dronacharya was in a formation of Sarvato Bhadra Vyuha, in which many soldiers will start attacking these Pandavas and they will not able to focus on Kauravas then. They will be busy fighting with the Kaurava soldiers, the small warriors, not the main Kaurava brothers. This was actually the main plan, the strategy of day 12, to keep Pandavas busy with low level warriors. And Bhim should not reach the Kaurava brothers. That was the plan, so that Dronacharya can save Kaurava brothers from the Pandavas. So that was the day 12. Then we'll see day 13. Day 13 was the saddest day actually. Why? Because Arjuna and Krishna, they were busy fighting against the Trigarta army, which was far from Kurukshetra actually. And other four Pandavas along with Drishtadyumna, Satyaki, and Abhimanyu and other Upapandavas, they were fighting against the Kauravas that day on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Then Dronacharya prepared Chakravyuha, in which only Abhimanyu was able how to break that Chakravyuha and how to kill the Kauravas. But the other four Pandavas' brothers said, "Oh Abhimanyu, you are only 16-year-old boy. You are our child. We cannot take risk of your life. We don't want you to enter this Chakravyuha." But Abhimanyu said, Arjun is not present here. Arjun is Abhimanyu's father. He's saying, my father is not present here. He knows the idea, how to break the Chakravyuh and how to fight against this Kauravas. Then what we can do? I will go inside. You four Pandavas, you can cover up me and you start fighting with the Kauravas then. Then Abhimanyu, when he was trying to enter into the Chakravyuha, one warrior, that is Jayadrat from Kaurava's side, he tried to stop the Pandavas. He didn't allow the Pandavas to enter the Chakravyuha. Only Abhimanyu could enter into it. And then six warriors, Dronacharya, Duryodhan, Shakuni, Dushasan, Karna, and Kritavarma. These six warriors started fighting against Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu fought for 4-5 hours and at last he was killed. When Arjun came back in Kurukshetra war, as he was not present there on that day, before sunset, some moments before sunset, he came and he saw dead body of Abhimanyu. Everyone was crying. The Pandavas, they lost their son. And Abhimanyu and Shri Krishna, they felt very bad. But it was destiny of Abhimanyu because his life was destined for 16 years only. That's why Krishna knew everything about this. And that's why he kept Arjun away that day. And in this way, the Pandavas lost their son. Everyone was angry on this day. Then what happened? Next, 14th day. The day began. Arjuna knew who has planned everything. Who has planned the death of Abhimanyu? It was Jayadrat. So he took the vow on the day 14th till sunset. I will kill Jayadrat and I will take the revenge. When he fought complete day and the Kauravas were trying to save Jayadrat. They were saving Jayadratha in each and every way they could. But at this moment, when it was impossible for Arjun to kill Jayadratha, according to his vow, he said that before sunset, I'll kill Jayadratha. And if I don't kill him, then I will put myself into the fire and I will burn myself. This was his vow. And the time was passing. The sunset was coming near and near. The time of sunset was coming near and near. Then what happened? Shri Krishna, with his Sudarshan Chakra, he hid the sun and he created the moment like it was sunset. And at that moment, Jayadratha came in front of Arjuna and he said, see, sunset, the time of sunset has come and you didn't kill me till yet. Now I am safe. And according to your vow, you will have to jump into the fire and sacrifice yourself. And immediately at that moment, Shri Krishna took back his Sudarshan Chakra and the sun rise again. And it was not sunset at that time. And Jayadratha was being present in front of Arjun. And in a quick moment, Arjun, with his Gandiva bow, he killed Jayadratha. And in this way, Pandavas had a great win that day. They took the revenge of the death of Abhimanyu. And Kauravas, they lost their big warrior, that is Jayadratha. In this image, you can see Arjun is taking his revenge and Jayadratha is killed. Interesting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Shri Krishna helped Arjun in this way. With his Sudarshan Chakra, he created the moment of sunset so that Jayadratha can come in front of Arjun. And in this way, it was a trick and Jayadratha was killed finally. Then day 15. Then Ashwathama on this day. Ashwathama was fiercely fighting with everyone. And on day 15, Drishadyumna killed Dronacharya. And there was a trick actually. What did the
Ma'am,
Pandavas
I can't listen your voice nicely.
Yeah. Your voice is breaking, ma'am, a lot.
I'm facing network issue. I cannot do anything.
Can you tell it again then?
Give me a moment.
Okay, ma'am.
Give me a moment. Now tell me, am I yes?
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
my voice audible right now?
Yes, ma'am. Can you say what you were saying again?
Wait a minute. I'm facing issue today a lot.
Oh, it's okay, ma'am. But if you just tell us again, we can understand.
Yes, trying to fix because these are the important days. Last days are going on, and these were very important for both the armies actually because they are losing their great warriors. Is the screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes. Can anyone read it?
Yes, ma'am. Ashwatthama
Pandavas
Pandava kept massacred,
Devastation and
devastation
despair.
and despair.
Yes. So what's happening? Dronacharya as a commander was fighting very nicely, and he was also killing many Pandava warriors and many soldiers of the Pandavas. So Shri Krishna told that it's time to kill Dronacharya now. If he is not killed, then maybe it happened. The Pandavas can lose the war. They can lose the battle. So one trick they did with Dronacharya. They said, your son Ashwathama is killed. And what did they do? Bhima, the second Pandava, he killed one elephant whose name was Ashwathama. And who is Ashwathama actually? He is Dronacharya's son. Here you can see one person with a sword in his hand. He is Ashwathama actually. Okay? He is son of Dronacharya. And to kill Dronacharya, what did Bhim, the second Pandava, do? He killed one elephant whose name was Ashwathama. And he said Yudhishthira to go to Dronacharya and in front of Dronacharya say loudly, we killed Ashwathama. So that Dronacharya will feel that his son is killed and he will put his weapons down and the Pandavas can easily kill Dronacharya then. And they used this trick and Drishtadyumna went in front of Dronacharya. Yudhishthira also went in front and he said, your son Ashwathama is killed. Yudhishthira nodded his head. Yes, your son is killed. And at that moment, Dronacharya kept his weapon on the ground and said, oh Yudhishthira, kill me. Then Yudhishthira told to Drishtadyumna, go and take the revenge. Now you can kill Dronacharya. And on the 15th day, Dronacharya was killed. In this way, the Kaurava army again lost their important warrior who was very powerful. Then, day 16. Actually, Bhima targets Dhritarashtra is actually after the war. Karna comes there. Karna leads the army on the day 16th. Karna comes again on the battlefield and he starts attacking on the Pandavas. And Bhim's son, Ghatotkach, he enters on the battlefield from the Pandavas and he is killing many warriors from the opposite team. Karna had one special arrow with him, which he has got as a divine weapon. He uses this arrow against Ghatotkach and Ghatotkach is killed on this day. Bhim lost his son. The Pandavas felt very sad that again one more son of Pandava is lost. In this way, day 16th also, the Kurukshetra battle saw a death of great warrior. Then day 17, now it was the important day. Arjun and Karna came in front of each other. You can see in the image and they are fighting. It was a fierceful war between them. It is also called as epic battle of great warriors. Why? Because Karna and Arjun both were very powerful archers and no one could kill each other, but other soldiers and warriors were killed during this battle. Okay? And when it was like during the sunset on the day 17th, it was like sunset time coming. At that time, Karna's chariot got stuck into the mud on that battlefield. And Krishna instructed Arjuna, this is the moment, kill Karna right now. And Arjuna is saying, oh Krishna, he's not having his weapon in his hands. He is standing on the earth. He's trying to take out the wheel of his chariot. And in this moment, we cannot kill him. Let him come on his chariot again. Let him take his weapon. Let him start fighting. And Krishna said, if he starts fighting, he will win. You will lose this battle. That's why now it is the right moment. He is trying to get the wheel out from that mud. You just shoot arrow on him and kill him. Karna saw at Arjun and with a smile on his face, he instructed Arjun to do so, to listen to Krishna. And in this way, Arjun killed Karna at that moment. And on day 17th, Kaurava again lost their important warrior. their powerful warrior, that is Karna. Then day 17 was completed. Then last day. In these all days, Bhima is also killing Kaurava brothers. The Kauravas are losing their brothers. Till the day 18, Bhima killed 99 Kaurava brothers. And only Duryodhan was left now. Dushasan was also killed, and his blood, Dushasana's blood, it was necessary for Bhim to take out the blood of Dushasana's body. Why? He has promised Draupadi that with Dushasana's blood, I'll wash your hair. Because he has disrespected you so much in the court that day, in the game of dice. That's why Dushasana was killed. Now last Duryodhana is remaining. Fearful battle happens between Bhim and Duryodhan. Duryodhan is hurt a lot on that day. And after so much of the fearful battle between Bhim and Duryodhan, Duryodhan runs away from the Kurukshetra war and he hides himself into a lake which is full of water. And at the day 18th, then Bhim goes in search of Duryodhan. And Duryodhan comes out of the lake. He goes in front of Gandhari. And Shakuni Mama says to Gandhari that open your blindfold and see Duryodhana naked, so that his body with your divine sight will become very powerful and Bhim cannot kill him. But what does Duryodhan do? He covers his vest and he goes in front of Gandhari. All other body parts become strong, but the part near his vest, they become weak because they were covered. And Bhim on that day, again he starts fight with Duryodhan, and with his mace, he strikes Duryodhan on his vest, and Duryodhan falls on the ground and he faints there. So this was till day 18 till sunset. After sunset in the night, what will happen? We'll see. Okay, just a moment. I'll share what will happen afterwards. Day 18th, night is going on now. Ashwathama goes near Duryodhan. Ashwathama and Duryodhan, only these two warriors are alive. All other Kaurava warriors lost their life in the battle of Kurukshetra. Then the Kauravas were angry. Who Kauravas now? Duryodhana and Ashwathama. Only two of these people are alive. And these two are getting very angry that we only both of are remaining alive. And these Pandavas will kill both of us and they can win this battle. And they will be kings of Hastinapur and Indraprastha, both. That's why Ashwathama went near Duryodhan. See, the Kaurava camp was very fear, anger, and sadness. Then what happened? Second. Then Ashwathama goes near Duryodhan and he says, make me the commander of your army and I'll show you how we can win this battle now also. And in the night, Duryodhan said to Ashwathama, yes, go and kill those Pandavas and bring the head of Arjun or head of Bhim in front of me so that it will be confirmed that you have killed the Pandavas. Duryodhan is lying near the lake. He is in a half-dead position because he is hurt a lot. Bhim has beaten Duryodhan a lot. Then Ashwathama goes into the camp of the Kauravas and he kills the sleeping Pandavas that night. He thought these are the Pandavas and they are sleeping, but it was a tragedy. Those were not the Pandavas. Those were the sons of the Pandavas. Prativindya, Suttasom, Shrutakarna, Shatanika and Shrutasen. These were the 5 children of the Pandavas. And Ashwathama, because of there was darkness in the tent, He couldn't see. He thought these 5 people are the Pandavas, and he killed those sleeping children. And he took their heads with them. He cut their heads. He took their heads with them. And again he went back to Duryodhan. And he said, "Oh Duryodhan, see, I have killed the Pandavas." And Duryodhan said, "Show me their faces. Show me their heads." And when he saw the heads, he got to know, "Oh no, Ashwathama, what have you done? These are not the Pandavas. Oh, you idiot Ashwathama, these are the children of the Pandavas. How cruel you are. You killed children of the Pandavas. I am not happy with you." And in this way, Duryodhan, he got dead at that time. And Ashwathama was sitting in like a tragedy. What did I do? Now these Pandavas are again alive. If they got to know that I have killed their sons, then these Pandavas won't leave me. Now what should I do? What should I do? He was thinking in a moment, and right that moment, Arjuna went into the tent and he saw the Pandava 5 children have died. There were no heads present there. And Drishtadyumna was lying there. Ashwathama, while he was coming out of the tent, he killed Shikhandi and Drishtadyumna also. And Drishtadyumna had got to know that Ashwathama has killed the Upapandavas. Arjuna went when visited the tent. He saw Drishtadyumna lying there half dead. Drishtadyumna told, "Oh Arjun, Ashwathama has killed your 5 children. Now you punish Ashwathama. I will not be alive for not for more moments. I am in a dead position now." And in this way, the last sentence he spoke and he left the body. He died. Arjun got very angry. He went into the forest where Duryodhan was lying near the lake, and Ashwathama was sitting behind Duryodhan. He was very worried. Arjun and other Pandavas with Shri Krishna and Balaram, they all gathered there and they punished Ashwathama. But Ashwathama was not in a position to accept what he has done wrong. What did he do? He again took his arrow and he chanted the mantra for Brahmastra, and he targeted that Brahmastra on Abhimanyu's wife, Uttara, who was sitting in her tent and she was pregnant. Ashwathama targeted Brahmastra to kill Uttara and her baby in her womb. But at that moment, when that Brahmastra was coming near Uttara, she chanted name of Shri Krishna and she prayed that, "Oh Shri Krishna, please save me and my child. I don't want to die like this." And Shri Krishna, within no moments, he was present there and he saved Uttara and her baby in her womb. In this way, the descendant of Pandavas was saved. And that was the last moment of the Kurukshetra war. How was Ashwathama punished? You know, Shri Krishna came back to Ashwathama and he advised Arjun. Ashwathama had a gem on his forehead. If that gem is removed, his divine powers will go away. He advised Arjun to take away his gem. So Ashwathama will lose his divine powers. And Shri Krishna cursed Ashwathama. You tried to kill Uttara and her unborn baby. This is such a cruel act. The baby was yet to born and you were trying to kill that unborn baby. Now I will curse you that you will be rotating, you will be like wandering on this earth here and there, and death will not come to you. You will be like, "I want to die, I want to die." You will be like praying such things, but you will not receive death. You will not die. You will be always roaming, wandering here and there. No one will help you. Your look will be so fearful. People will fear from you. No one will come to near you. And at the end of Kali Yuga, when I will come again as Bhagwan Kalki, then I will free you from this curse. That's why people in North India say sometimes there is a old Brahmin, there is a blood coming on his forehead. He's looking very fearful. His teeth, his nails, his face is very fearful. And he asked for ghee to be applied on his forehead. Because his gem has been removed from his forehead, there's so much heat he's facing on his forehead. That's why he wants to apply ghee so that the burning becomes the burning becomes into a cooling sensation. When he applies ghee on his forehead, he feels cool on his forehead. People in the North India, they say sometimes many of them had seen Ashwathama, who is roaming here and there, and he's asking for ghee to the people in North India. So that was the story of Kurukshetra war and the last day. After the Kurukshetra war, the Pandavas came back to Hastinapur. Yudhishthira was declared as the king, and Bhishma Pitamaha, he was lying on the bed of arrows. And when Uttarayana started, that is from Makar Sankranti, Bhishma Pitamaha gave knowledge, that is, he chanted Vishnu Sahasranama in front of everyone, and then he accepted his death. In this way, the whole Kurukshetra war was happened, and Yudhishthira became king of Hastinapur. After being the king for 36 years, what did he do? He took all his brothers. He declared Parikshit as the next king of Hastinapur. Parikshit is the son of Abhimanyu and Uttara. And declaring Parikshit as the king of Hastinapur, all the Pandavas with Draupadi, they started their journey to the Himalayas, and from Himalayas, this went into the heaven. Here, Dhritarashtra, Gandhari, and Kunti, they also started doing austerities in the forest, and they lost their lives. And in Dwaraka, Shri Krishna's Yadava clan, they fought in between themselves due to the curse of Gandhari, that Shri Krishna's family also will fight in between themselves, and Shri Krishna will lose his family. And the kingdom of Dwarka will sink into the sea. Same things happened after the 36 years, and Shri Krishna completed his Leela near the forest in Somnath, and he went back to Vaikuntham because he is Shri Vishnu. In this way, the Mahabharata gets completed. Did you find it interesting? Did you understand the complete story? And if there are any doubts, please ask me.
Ma'am, I don't have any doubts, but can I share something with you, ma'am?
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, actually, Krishna went into the forest. He went back because he got injured by a hunter because his
Yes.
dragon foot looked like
Correct.
a deer. And also the people cannot see the
Yes.
heart of Krishna.
And the name of the hunter was?
That I forgot, ma'am. I forgot.
It's not the story likewise. No, Krishna's heart in Jagannath's idol or deity.
Yeah. And that heart,
It is,
no one can
there's
see.
something, another story around. Yes.
Yeah. No one can see the heart because if they
It
see, they
is
will go blind.
Neelamani, or we can say the Brahma Tattva. It is Brahma Tattva.
Ah, now I remember, ma'am.
It is not Krishna's heart actually. It is the Supreme Soul being present in the form of a, we can say, a ray of light. And who
Oh,
was the
yeah.
archer who shoot arrow on Shri Krishna's foot? You know, his name was Jara. And you know, who was this Jara in Ramayana? He was Bali.
Ja-
He
Oh,
was Bali in Ramayana.
but ma'am, isn't Bali dead that time?
At that time, he's dead, but his soul, as you know, yesterday, 16 questions of Arjun. Arjun asked, does the soul die? The soul doesn't die. That soul took birth
Was
and he
to
came
an-
as Jara in Dwapar Yuga.
Oh, okay.
Because
And
Sri Krishna had promised Bali that, oh Bali, I hide myself and he was Sri Ram in Ramayana. Sri Krishna was Sri Ram during Treta Yuga in Ramayana. And he said, oh Bali, I hide myself behind the tree and I shoot arrow on you. Now this will be the same thing in Dwapar Yuga. You will become Jara, I will become Krishna. You will hide yourself behind the tree and you will shoot arrow on me. Tit for tat. That's the strategy of karma. Whatever karma we do, it will return with us. That's what Sri Ram and Sri Krishna always teach us. Do nice karma and the result will be nice to you.
okay, ma'am.
Okay?
And
Yes. Anything else?
yeah, and if anyone sees that supreme soul, they will go blind. And whoever built that statues, they had to do it blindfolded because they cannot see that supreme soul.
Correct.
And every year they blindfold. Every 5 years they blindfold themselves and create new statues of the same.
New idols, new deities. Correct. Very good, beta. Very nice knowledge of you.
My mother told me this.
Very good. Very nice. So, anyone else wants to ask anything? Now, just tell me, how did you feel in these 10 days?
I felt so happy being very wonderful.
Yes. So, you understood the complete Mahabharatam? Whatever
Yes.
I tried to teach in 10 days, I tried to cover up because Mahabharatam is 40,000 years of Mahabharatam actually. It's the Kaurava or Pandava is only about 200, last 200 years. But complete Mahabharatam is about 40,000 years of Itihasa. Various kings and various kingdoms and the story of all of them. Like their curses, their karma, their kingdoms, and whatever good deeds they did for the welfare of the people of Bharatvarsha, that is our India. So understood?
Ma'am, about your classes and all, actually, from the starting, I've been waiting from 9 o'clock so that I could come to the class. But now, next week, 9 o'clock, I might forget that I don't have this class anymore and I'll just sit in the Mahabharata class and wait.
You can watch the YouTube videos again. Okay? Revision will be done and you can narrate these stories to your friends and family also then.
Okay, but please come up with some other classes also, ma'am, please.
Sure, sure, sure. We will come. Ruta ma'am and I both are working for this. We'll come up with more workshops.
I've been in this class for a year, ma'am.
Yes.
I even got the award of the best student.
Arey wow, very nice. Happy today.
I was really looking forward for these classes. I'm really happy being here.
Thank you so much, beta. Thank you. So let's do the ending prayer.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं Krishnau Vande Jagadgurum.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, everyone. Good night. Bye bye.
Jai
Thank you
Shri
so
Krishna.
much.
Jai Shri
Bye.
Krishna, ma'am.
Good night, ma'am. Bye, ma'am.
Bye bye, everyone. Thank you
Happy
so
weekend,
much.
ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Jai Shri Krishna, ma'am. Bye.
Yes. Jai Shri Krishna. Bye bye.